My HOA president tried to fine me $500 for my grass being unacceptably long, so I used a laser level and their own obscure bylaws to force the entire board to replace their $1 million landscaping. Meet Karen. Not just any Karen. She's the president of our neighborhood association. She patrols the streets in a golf cart with a literal ruler, looking for any blade of grass that dares to defy her vision of a perfect suburb. Last month, I got a certified letter, a $500 fine for excessive lawn height. I measured my grass. It was 3 inches. The limit in the handbook? 2.5. She'd caught me by a quarter of an inch. I tried to be reasonable, but Karen told me, and I quote, "Rules are rules. If you can't maintain the standard, you don't belong in this community." That night, I read the HOA bylaws from cover to cover, all 150 pages. On page 82, I found a gold mine. It stated, all common areas and board member properties must serve as the gold standard. Any flora or fauna on a board member's property that deviates from the approved suburban heritage list must be removed within 48 hours at the owner's expense. I did some digging. The suburban heritage list was written in 1984. It only allowed for 3 specific types of trees. The next morning, I walked the neighborhood with a botanist friend. We discovered that Karen's pride and joy, 6 massive Japanese weeping maples, weren't on the list. Neither were the vice president's palm trees or the treasurer's expensive French roses. I filed a formal notice of non-compliance against every single member of the board. At the emergency meeting, Karen was vibrating with rage. She told me I was being childish. I just pointed to the bylaws and said, "Rules are rules, Karen. If you can't maintain the standard, maybe you don't belong in this community." Because the bylaws were so strictly written, they had no legal choice. To avoid a lawsuit from the rest of the residents, the entire board had to spend tens of thousands of dollars to rip out their prize-winning gardens and replace them with basic 1980s approved shrubbery. My grass is now exactly 2 inches long, and Karen, she hasn't stepped foot on her golf cart in weeks.